Well, hello guys, how's it going, and welcome back.
Hi.
Head-to-head pianos. We're gonna have a duel.
Sure.
I'm kidding. Today's video is about comparing the Yamaha E363 PSR-E363, which is my keyboard, against the Yamaha
PSR-E463.
So we're going to read you some basic specs, and then we'll talk about these, and then we're just going to do a test on the grand piano. Because of the differences in the amount of sounds that are available in each one, the orders are completely different as far as getting to things, and it's kind of nice to be able to test the same items, and we don't want to keep you guys here forever just till we each find something else that matches. So
Yeah.
that I think the grand piano would be the biggest test, because that's the sound that is actually going to be used the most, especially at the beginning.
That's the default setting. When you turn it on, it's grand piano. So.
Yeah. So for the record, though, I would definitely put my keyboard in the beginner class, and I would put the other one into a beginner to kind of intermediate. You know, like beginner, intermediate level area. Okay, definitely still not in the professional level by any means.
Oh, no.
You know, it's not something you want to jam out with on stage either. Perhaps the EW400, like I had, definitely, because that is a performance level keyboard. So anyways, I'm going to go through my specs first, and then my wife will go through the specs on hers. And we're also going to talk about prices, and you'll get to do the math on the differences of how much more or less you get for price. So starting with mine, this thing retails for $249.99 Canadian at Long & McQuaid. Doesn't matter if you buy it anywhere in Canada, it's going to be the same price for a brand new one. 574 voices. They have new reverb effects and master EQ in this one. 165 auto accompaniment styles, 150 different arpeggio types, USB to host, allowing two-way MIDI and audio transfer, allows two people to duo mode, play same instrument, auxiliary in, terminal, and melody suppressor. Now the aux in, of course, you hook up your iPad, iPhone, MP3 player, be it Android or Apple, doesn't matter. You can do that as far as playing back your audio stuff goes. Now the speaker output, of course, is 2.5 watts per channel on my keyboard here. Now with this play at the same instrument thing here, where it talks about the dual mode, that creates two middle C apparently.
Yep.
Okay.
Splits the keyboard, so everybody has a two middle C.
Now these both have a function key on them where you can go through different menus and change characteristics of the keyboards. Now they are both touch response, so you can go very light, a little more, or you can really hammer into it. Okay. You can also shut those features off and just have, you touch it and it's at its loudest point for whatever volume level you're set at. So it is now her turn to talk about her specs and prices. So okay. Price first. Same company to buy it from, by the way.
Yes, Long & McQuaid, yeah, in Canada. The Yamaha PSR-E463 is retailing at $369.99. So we're talking
about $120.
$120 difference.
Yeah.
And listen to this one.
And it's physically bigger too.
758 voices.
Versus the 574.
I have a quick sampling function with 5 samples. 235 auto accompaniments.
Wow, so
what
much.
Did you got?
I got 165.
So 235 to 165.
Arpeggios.
Yeah.
I have 150 arpeggios.
I've just got arpeggio function. I didn't write down the number. USB audio recorder, 80 minutes of wave files it'll record.
Yeah, and this one, hers has USB in and out.
Yes.
So it's dual bus.
Yes. Mine has 6 watt plus 6 watt amplifiers with 12 centimeter bass reflexed speakers.
Speakers are the same size physically.
Yeah. But this is 6 watt and yours
Yeah,
are...
and you're going to get more volume and bass output too because she's got a bigger keyboard physically than what I do.
Yeah.
So there is a difference in that.
I have assignable real-time control knobs, DSP effects, and pitch bend. Yeah!
Which you normally will not see pitch bend except in more expensive keyboards, which was kind of amazing. When I bought my EW400, it had pitch bend, and even that is normally not available even in a $600 keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's usually for more expensive stuff, and they're packing them in, you know, this one here, which is like what, under $400, right?
Yeah, it's just under $370.
So that's really good. And pitch bender is a fun toy on any of the sounds. Trust me, I have a lot of fun times with it.
This has connectivity with audio and MIDI capabilities. Aux in for connecting and playing along with your favorite music. Worldwide sounds support multiple kinds of music. This one is also 61 keys that are touch response. Soft, medium, hard, and fixed. And yeah, it's full of toys.
Yeah, the toys are like way too many.
I ran out of paper.
There's way too many toys to list on that one.
Yeah. We'll put links in the...
Yeah, like I like these knobs here because you can call them DJ knobs too, because you can make some really funky sounds on a lot of the different sounds. So you can just rotate them and play at the same time, kind of like a pitch bender idea, but it does some really interesting stuff.
Live control, it says.
They can both do like their own onboard recording and save tracks. This one here, I've got I think just the 2 tracks in this one. That one's likely to have more access to more tracks.
I think it was 10.
Yeah. Well, you can save
No,
up.
6 tracks up here.
Yeah, you can save up to 6. I
Six
get
tracks.
2. Now, as far as like drum beat machines are both in them. Oh, that's kind of funky. That's not what I was. There, that's what I wanted. Okay, so we're gonna do like a sound difference here. So, where's your? Just turn your volume up. They're both supposed to be Brit. Does that say Brit rock?
No.
Excuse me.
Okay. Find yours.
Alright, shut that off for a minute. I need a voice.
Voice.
Style. Yeah, that's Brit rock.
Okay, there's
Okay,
Brit
so
rock.
that's Brit
okay.
rock. Yep. So let me see if I hit these at the same time. I'm good. Okay, so in listening to sound quality difference, I just shut mine off. You can hear that's got some good bass response. It's really nice.
Oh yeah.
Now the volume, master volume is at 3/4 the way up, or 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can feel it.
Oh yeah. So now if we listen to mine,
Where's your...
it's not as deep of
volume?
bass, of course. Same spot, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock still. Okay.
So there's not as much depth response out of mine than there is in hers. Cabinet size makes a difference, even with the same size speakers. Plus she has more wattage she can pump through those speakers compared to me. 2.5 watts a side versus 6 watts a side is a big difference in how things will respond and react. So that's that part. So as far as, you know, I mean, like she was saying, they're both 61 key keyboards. You know, and they both have like built-in drum machine voices, so you can, you know, do different drums and stuff. So you're still on grand piano there? Voice. Okay, so definitely a lot more buttons, bells, and whistles. more wattage, right? Much
Pitch
louder
bend.
too. Pinch bend. The DJ Funky thing.
Yeah.
DSP effects, something I don't have on this.
Yeah.
So you are getting a boatload more
For 120.
for 120 bucks, and you're getting USB in and out.
Yes.
Okay. Now, neither one of these have a line out function. That was only available in this series when you got to the PSR-E463, which, if you check my channel, I had that keyboard for quite some time. Now a friend of mine has it and she's enjoying it. I'm looking at a $1,000 keyboard that I want from Yamaha, and it's got like everything. Okay, I was drooling over it again tonight at Long and McQuaid. I don't know when it'll be coming home, but I'm hoping soon, but we'll see. But they do both have headphone record out, so you could go into a PA, but what happens when you use that jack with headphones or the headphone record out to go to a PA, you lose access to internal speakers, which is normal because headphones, you're going to want private listening. The idea is to cut off the internal speakers so you don't disturb other people around you. You can sit in the same room while, you know, whoever's watching the ball game and you're just playing along and they can't hear a thing. But if you want to go to a PA system, like I've done it, you can. And I've hooked into my mixer with it, and then I can play through the mixer and really crank stuff up. And yes, that does actually improve your sound quality exponentially. Okay, so, well, the output because you're using a different amp. Both of these have sustain pedals and ports for them. They do not come with sustain pedals.
No.
Sustain pedal is a personal thing. So you've got to buy that separate, and you can get them for like 15 bucks and up, depending on how much you want to spend on a sustain pedal. The more you spend, the better the quality, the longer the lifespan, etc., etc. So
brands.
I'm going to play just a little bit of my piano so you get an idea of sound. I'm going to leave mine at 3/4. She can leave hers at 3/4 as well, because at halfway point, I'll give you my example of halfway point, and I'm going to, you know, that's kind of hammering on the keys there.
That's halfway.
So you do yours at halfway, and you play something. Now hammer it a bit. She is like still drowning me right out. Okay, so 3/4 of the way up. Now the idea here is to listen to the sound between the effects, okay? We're both on the grand piano, which is a default voice on these pianos when you fire them up, okay? Now I'm going to start at my second E. Okay, so you go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. That's where I'm going to start, second E. Your turn.
Yeah, okay. I am just learning this, right?
Well, that's fine. Yeah, take it easy on her. She doesn't have the experience I do. And I'm still very much a beginner myself.
I'm hardly touching that.
Well, it does have a lot of
And
volume
it's
out
loud.
there. Give it a hammer. Know how to do an E chord?
Okay.
Okay. So this is E. I give you an idea of output. Much louder. Now, keep that E. That's these three.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the same E. Now I'm gonna hit my E. She's gonna hit hers. Different times, of course. Now, put your foot on your sustain pedal. All right. Let it, and we're gonna let the note sustain. So I'm gonna hit mine first, and just listen carefully to the sound. go. Hit it harder. Again. So as far as the sound itself goes, the effects are identical, with the exception she's going to get a more fuller, richer sound because of more wattage and bigger cabinetry that the sound gets to move into the keyboard casing with. Otherwise, they are sounding very much the same. So there are boatloads of voices on these things. There's really no major time here to go through all of them or even a bunch of them. You can check out my review on my channel on this particular keyboard and other keyboards I have on my channel. But I would say for $249, this is definitely, and I've said it on my review, this is a beginner grade level keyboard. This is definitely beginner grade to beginner intermediate level. Okay? And then your next stage up from this would be, well, the EW400 is now discontinued. It's been replaced by another 400 series, but even if you can get a used EW400, which you can probably get one from Long McQuaid or find them wherever, if you're not in Canada, I'm sure there's lots of places you can find one. The EW400 is made for live performances. It has the line-out capabilities. It's got lots of bells and whistles. It's a really nice keyboard. And check that out on my channel and you'll learn a lot about the EW400. And then you just go up in stages from there. Okay, so you're talking $249 for this. What's your price tag?
$369.
$120 more. And the last price at Long McQuaid on the EW400 was $500 because when I got mine, I got it from Music City. I actually paid $100 more because we didn't have Long McQuaid then in North Bay, so I paid $100 extra. So whoopee dang, $600, $500. Doesn't really matter, but either way, it was still worth the money, even with what I paid. They're both fantastic keyboards. They both share a lot of similarities, but of course, if you want more bells and whistles, you could even get this one. It's kind of an option. It leaves you open. I would probably say if the person is a younger person and they're just getting into keyboards, okay, and you don't know if they're going to stick with it, definitely go with this one because it's $120 cheaper, and you are not getting your money back out of any instrument, okay, no matter what it is. So lesser expense sometimes is a good idea. Now, neither one of these have weighted keys, okay? No. Even the EW400 does not have weighted keys. That $1,000 baby I want with 88 keys does, though. Okay? It's going to really influence me to work real hard at learning piano more and more better. With me, it's got to be an expensive toy in order for me to really get into it, I guess. I don't know. I just work that way. It's not just my taste or my maintenance. It's kind of that too, but
they are.
Yes, very high. I'm very expensive to raise. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And you know, I mean, if it's a person who's already been playing for a little bit and you want to get them a better keyboard and they're already, you know, pretty good, then I would probably suggest going to something like this one here. This would be probably a next level up, or, you know, it depends where the student is at, you know, realistically, where you go with it. But if the person is really starting to take to it, then I would say go to this bigger one, and that would be the next one up. And you know, there's nothing wrong with doing stuff in stages.
Of course, if they're on sale.
And if they're on sale, hey, even better, man. You can save like.
If they're on sale, go for the bigger. Yeah.
Go for bigger if it's on sale. Yes, I totally agree. You know, I buy stuff on sale at times just to save a pile of money, and I get a really sick deal. You know. But that's where I'm at. That's where we're at with this. I think that they're both equally good keyboards, but
totally worth
the whole idea here is to also show you and let you in on how much more you would get for your money going this way over this way.
Yeah.
But which way you go, I say depends upon whether the person is a straight out, never played before and they're a beginner, then I would definitely go this route because all that stuff is going to confuse the daylights out of them because that's a lot of tech. Now, the difference between this one and the EW400 The EW400 has 76 keys, has all the exact same features. Of course, it does have 12 watts per channel, and I think the speakers were slightly bigger. I don't remember, but I think they were slightly bigger speakers. So definitely it was a much more advanced version of this.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that was like jumping from, what's your base price, sorry? $369 versus $500. So for $500,
the next jump up.
You're going from 61 keys to 76, so that's an extra, what, 15 keys?
Yeah.
So you have 15 more keys, which is more octaves too.
Yes.
And you're going to get longer record time as well, I think, in that one. Plus there's a few other features that are slightly different, but otherwise they are the same keyboard and pitch benders and the whole works. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video of comparing the two of them against each other. I think anybody would be happy with either one of them, whether you're a beginner player or later beginner player, you know, type of thing, or just slowly getting into intermediate, of course. Well, then you want that. Now they do come with the stands, okay? Like as far as the music stand, you do have to buy your actual support stand, okay? That has to be a separate purchase, as well as your sustain pedal. But otherwise, this music stand here does come with them. Does also come with power supply. This keyboard runs on batteries as well. Double A's, I think it is.
Yeah,
and
6 double A's in that one.
And I don't know if this one runs batteries at all. Let me check. I'm not sure if that actually can run batteries. We should have looked that up on the specs. Sorry about that, guys. I thought we would have gotten that listed. Let me just take a quick boot here. Yep, you can run batteries on this one too. Double A's.
Yep.
So, as far as portability goes,
they're both portable.
They both are portable enough that you can definitely take these things to the beach, to the cottage, leave your power supply at home so you don't lose it. Hey, come on, everybody's bad at doing that.
Yeah.
Kids and adults. Either way, you slap some AA batteries in these keyboards, and you've got hours and hours, because it doesn't chew up a lot of power for the batteries. So you've got hours and hours of runtime, although that is only going to be if you use Energizer or Duracell batteries.
Quality ones, yeah.
Quality batteries, okay?
Not dollar store stuff.
Not dollar store garbage, not Railbacks, not Evereadys. Energizer or Duracell will give you the longest runtime. Do not use rechargeable batteries because they actually have less voltage, okay? And the system will not run properly, okay? So that's a bad thing to do. The rechargeables aren't the end-all to be-all for all things. They have their purpose in place, but not in this kind of equipment. But anyways, that's it. That's all. Let us know what you think, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks so much for watching and playing along with us in our little bit of fun. And we'll definitely catch you guys in the next video. See ya.